I don't get it. I don't understand. Why, SJ? Why?
I'm going to talk today a little bit about Trump's handling of the coronavirus. So I hope you'll stay tuned.
What is up, you heathens and demons, you sinners and saints, you beautiful, blasphemous people? Welcome back to The Rage. This is The Raging Atheist, and I am your boy Nakatsuchi. And today I have to ask why people that clearly don't understand politics decide to speak about it. First, gotta send that shout out to my patrons. You guys are the shit. If you would like to see every video I put on YouTube, well, almost every video I put on YouTube before they actually go on YouTube for just $1 a month and support this channel, link is in the description below. Alright, so we're gonna get into it. SJ made a video and it's about politics. It's about the coronavirus and it's about Donald Trump. And I take a lot of issues with it. It's probably gonna take a lot of videos to address it. In fact, I'm probably only gonna get through like the first minute and a half of this video with this individual video that I'm doing right now. It's confusing. I'm sorry. Let's just get into it.
After President Trump canceled all flights into the United States from China and Iran due to the coronavirus pandemic on January 31st, 2020, Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi tweeted this out on the same day, quote, "The Trump administration's expansion of its un-American travel ban is a threat to our security, our values, and the rule of law, barring more than 350 million people from predominantly African countries from traveling to the U.S. The rule is discrimination disguised as policy," end quote.
So right off the bat here, SJ is just being completely disingenuous with the information she's lying out. She's making it look like Donald Trump just stopped travel to China and Iran when that's just not the case, and that's not what the speaker is speaking to right there. I think SJ is smart enough to understand this. I don't know if she's intentionally trying to be a propagandist, but I can take my guesses here. But she should know better than this. And don't take my word for it. Let's check it out.
President Trump expands his controversial travel ban. 6 new countries have been added to the restricted list, including Africa's most populous country and its largest economy, Nigeria. Also on the list, Myanmar, a country where the Muslim minority is fleeing genocide.
So, I mean, Trump clearly didn't just restrict travel to China and Iran. He expanded this hateful immigration policy, this far-right immigration policy, and he's doing it under the guise of trying to address a pandemic that he knew about on January 1st. We know this because the New York Times has now reported that Trump received intelligence about a pandemic on January 1st. This is January 31st. He's only limiting traffic to China and then these other Muslim countries that he doesn't like. SJ's not going to tell you that because, I don't know, maybe she's ignorant. Maybe she only watches Fox News. I don't know, but SJ is supposed to be an intelligent woman, and I would hope that she could educate herself. But let's check out a little more of what SJ has to say.
Presidential candidate Joe Biden tweeted this out the following day, quote, "We are in the midst of a crisis with the coronavirus. We need to lead the way with science, not Donald Trump's record of hysteria, xenophobia, and fear-mongering. He is the worst possible president to lead our country toward a global health emergency." In hindsight, their comments are rather egregious, equivalent to saying we should let the coronavirus breed, let them eat cake.
No, it's not, SJ. It's people addressing his xenophobia. It's people addressing his racism. It's people addressing his far-right immigration policy, a fascist immigration policy. And it seems like the entire right wing has adopted this very far-right immigration policy. Again, don't take my word for it. Let's continue.
Sure. So under this new proclamation that President Trump signed on Friday, people in the former Soviet Republic of Kyrgyzstan, from Eritrea, from Myanmar, and from Nigeria, which is Africa's most populous country, will be ineligible for immigrant visas to move here permanently. The new measures also prohibit residents of Tanzania and Sudan, countries in Africa, from participating in the diversity visa lottery, a program that President Trump and immigration hawks have railed against constantly.
You see there, SJ? You see there, when President Trump had intelligence on January 1st about a worldwide pandemic, he chose to expand his far-right immigration policy. He chose to go racist using that pandemic. And he did not choose to shut down traffic. He did not choose to shut down the country. He did not choose to save American lives.
And what is important to underscore here, Vlad, and we were discussing this before getting on air, is that although we are calling this an expansion of the so-called travel ban, this really is an immigration ban, because all the measures ban certain ways to move here permanently. They do not affect short-term business and tourist visas, so it does not affect travel to this country.
Do you see there, SJ, why the speaker might be speaking out against Donald Trump? Do you see why Biden might be speaking out against Donald Trump? It's not because he shut down traffic to China or Iran. It's because he continued his far-right, racist immigration agenda using the coronavirus. And we know he didn't take it seriously, SJ. You're gonna justify the president when the president has blood on his hands. Let's check it out.
We have it totally under control. It's one person coming in from China, and we have it under control. It's going to be just fine. We pretty much shut it down, coming in from China.
Did we have it under control, SJ? Did we shut it down, coming in from China, SJ? Did we do that?
Coronavirus is very much under control in the USA. We are in contact with everyone in all relevant countries. CDC and World Health have been working hard and very smart. Stock market starting to look very good to me. This Trump tweet came on February 24th. On that day, the Dow Jones Industrial Average closed just under 29,000. Exactly 1 month later, it closed under 21,000.
Ooh, SJ, that's really unfortunate, isn't it?
We're going down, not up. We have it so well under control. I mean, we really have done a very good job. It's a little like the regular flu that we have flu shots for. And we'll essentially have a flu shot for this in a fairly quick manner. It's going to disappear. One day it's like a miracle. It will disappear. And from our shores, it could get worse before it gets better. It could maybe go away. We'll see what happens. Nobody really knows.
Did it go away, SJ? Did not somebody know, sitting right close to him, his own expert, Dr. Fauci? Weren't they telling him? Wasn't the intelligence community telling him, SJ, since January 1st?
So last year, 37,000 Americans died from the common flu. It averages between 27,000 and 70,000 per year. Nothing is shut down, life and the economy go on. At this moment, there are 546 confirmed cases of coronavirus with 22 deaths. Think about that!
It's a very contagious virus. It's incredible, but it's something that we have tremendous control of.
I mean, is it just the flu, SJ? Is that all this is that has us locked in our homes, afraid for our lives? Just the flu? And again, was it under control? Will you acknowledge the ineptitude of this orange buffoon?
I don't believe you need 40,000 or 30,000 ventilators. You go into major hospitals sometimes, they'll have 2 ventilators, and now all of a sudden they're saying, can we order 30,000 ventilators?
You can call it germ, you can call it a flu, you can call it a virus, you can call it many different names. I'm not sure anybody even knows what it is.
I mean, don't people need ventilators, SJ? And didn't Donald Trump have since January 1st, SJ, to start building those ventilators and getting them to the hot spots, the places where people come in? Isn't the president supposed to be responsible? Doesn't the buck stop with him? SJ, will you be honest, or will you just be SJ Thomason? As I said, I only made it through the first minute and a half or so of this silly video, but we're gonna have some fun. And SJ Thomason, I hope you learned something. As always, I'm your boy Nakasuchi. This is The Rage, and this is The Raging Atheist. If you like these videos, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, share on your social media, comment in the comment section below. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we release a new video or every time we have a live stream. And I will see you soon.
I don't believe the president has ever belittled the threat of the coronavirus.